I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the Navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the...
Aye, aye, aye. Huh. Such a beautiful day. Let's see what we got. If we're still lacking one. Nope. Yep. Yep. Three more storage casings. Yeah, well. First things first, we're gonna have to go get the storage casings. What do we got for inventory? We'll drop that off when we're up here. Dum 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 dum. You know, a smart person would probably go do the other thing first. And I think I'm gonna be the smart person here. But it's still good to get rid of that stuff. Damn. Alright, so we gotta go to C2 to B9. Alright, we're gonna go do this. As always, give us just a second here. I don't know why I was using the thruster, makes it so much faster. And we'll have to get some spice harvesting done today too. Oh boy. I could see that if they give us some like 4 guns on this. Yeah, they need to redo the whole assault idea. One microfiber.
Someone's here.
Pincushion. Oh yeah. How do you like them apples? First one's at C3. C3, not C2, C3. D6. climb, motherfucker. Okay. I'm not getting any message saying there's a commercial. That was weird. Well, at least it started at the beginning. Have you tried calling your brother again? I don't know what to say, dude. I computed. But that's the way it goes. It's his right to disconnect. He faces the consequences of that choice. No one else does. Looks like D6 is where we're gonna... Here we go again.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Shit. Word of the wise. Whenever you're doing the forgotten ancient cave thing, if you get a warning of a sandstorm, and it's got 2 minutes, don't go hunting. Don't go into the cave. Because the simple issue is you can't get out to get into your ornithopter to leave if there is a sandstorm coming in 2 minutes. So the word to the wise is don't. Okay, it's looking like we're gonna get this section of the storm, not the center, which will be good, because that means it doesn't take as long to finish the storm.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
They're ninja. They're ninja. I'm waiting for the sandstorm. Sorry, guys. It's right there. It's like coming towards us. It's gonna hit us. It's going to hurt. Ah! Well, it's doing that.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I'm sitting here cleaning off the front of my case. I'm having heat issues this time, and I don't know why. So I'm going to clean the filter here in a second. Turn the AC on. Like, seriously, it's hot, and I don't know why. That's kind of a cool effect. Because it's a belt light, it's on a belt, so you're gonna get the belt lighting. Okay, now we can get the hell in here and get this shit done. Like I said, don't start it if you can't. No schematic, but the other stuff's important too. Desperately got to figure out what the hell is going on with my fans. Like, I've not seen my temperature be this unusually high. It's been a warm day here the last couple of days, so that I'm also giving some The only thing I can think of is I can put a fan on the back and suck air into it and blow air like this. Because right now it's going like this and like that. I don't know. We're going right there. It's pretty simple. You can tell where we're going. So, just a simple question. I'm going to throw it out there. What do people think about the ICE agent who killed the innocent woman? In some ways, if the ICE agent would have never been there, ICE would have never been in that city, she would still be alive. It's just despicable. It's very sad. The current state of affairs. We're going in. This will be our next one. That is G7, so there's G7, I7. Now, if you've noticed, I've not done the Lands Red. I'm just done with it. No interest in it right now. After doing it for 11 weeks in a row and no one picking it up, I'm done. So, in case you didn't know, in my life, whenever I say the words, I'm done, I'm done. It's not a discussion. It's not something I want to put up for a vote. It's not something that I am going to have a discussion and try and figure out what's the best way to go about this. Nah, it's a final answer. I am done. And it doesn't have to even be this. It doesn't even have to be the topic. The topic could be, I could be wrong, but I'm done arguing with you. You've made your point. I've made my point. Now we go and we just leave it alone. If you're being a dickhead and I say I'm done with you, then you got to start really worrying, because I'm not done with the subject, I'm done with you. And I've always lived by this. It's that final line in the sand. And people are like, "Oh, that's horrible. What if you're wrong?" Well, if I'm wrong, okay, that's not the issue. The issue is that you keep beating around the bush and just being an overall dickhead. And I don't have time for that. I really don't. I'm 56. I don't know when I'm gonna die, but the timer is not on my side. So when I say I'm done, I'm done. And sadly, I'm getting to that stage with someone that I value, I love, and I'm very concerned about. Because that individual is listening to voices that are not healthy. But that individual is an adult, and he'll make up his own mind, not minds, and the results will be what the results will be. He'll have to live with it. If that means his disconnection from me lasts the rest of his life, well, that's not my problem, that's his. And it's a sad state of affairs. I'll admit that goes with almost anything, you know. When you're having to deal with individuals, they have a right to their own feelings and their own opinions. But at the same time, if you asked a question and you don't like the answer, that's not the person's fault. That's your problem. And that's where I'm at. This person asked a question. They didn't like my answer. There's always been a rule in the house. Honesty is the best policy. It's not only the best, it's the only policy that I will, if someone, like one of my kids said, if I asked them a question and they came back to me with an answer, and I didn't like that answer, that's not their fault. That's my fault. And I have to learn to live with the answer. I shouldn't punish them because I don't like the answer, but that's the way it is. Oh, there's coming up an ad break. But it's also considered creating healthy boundaries. And those boundaries will help you survive anything because you know where you stand. You know where your thoughts are. Your friends know what's coming, what to expect from you because you're studying, you're staying in the same course. He's eating that stupid spaceship back there. Now the ad will start in 2 minutes. It's generally not going to be... The warning for the ad is longer than the ad. Spice is looking good. I don't know what to do. We may have to do some PC surgery. It's us sitting here running down the road. There's a lot of spice. Ad break ends in 3 minutes. What the? Sorry. It's not supposed to do that. We might have to make an emergency intermission. I do apologize. Nothing I can do. I've got to go to the bathroom in a minute. Human necessity. I didn't turn that on. I did not turn that on. It just turned on itself. Well, just so you know what we've done C3, D6, G7, I7, B9. In that order. I would advise, if you're gonna do this kind of run into the deep desert, do it as fast and as quick as possible. Yeah, do it as fast as you can. And it's every 2 hours. That was smooth. Does not get smoother than that kind of landing. Come on, give me something I want. I don't want the sickle, but it's a Dew Reaper 6, so I don't know if I've actually got the Reaper 6. Yippee-ki-yay! The timer starts now. Usually I go by the last one I touch, not the first one I touch. It gives me plenty of time, plenty of warning to when I need to go back in. But I've got to do something with the computer. Something's really, really not working well. And I may have to shut down for a couple minutes and come back. So there'll be an emergency emergency shutdown here in a second because I've got to figure something out. Something's really, really wrong. Because the temperature is too hot for my liking. I don't like it being that warm. I just don't know where this lack of control for the heat is. Oh, you're lucky I can't stop. I'd kill all of ya. Kill them all! Like I said, I apologize. Restroom break. It comes first, and then we gotta decide what we're gonna do with the heating situation. Because my temperature is
Sorry, I'm gonna actually have to shut this down for a couple seconds, and we'll see if we can solve the heat problem. I'll be right back if I get it fixed. I do apologize. For all updates, you can go to Discord. You can follow the link to go to the Discord channel. There I'll put all my information on streams and what the ETA is and such like that. So I will let you know. Bye.